Hi friends! This video is another one of my series, I guess you would call it, where I take a palette, specific palette, like one of Too Faced's year calendar palettes, and I do the looks. This is a lot more complicated than I realized. Basically, Too Faced tells me how to do a look, and then I try to recreate it. So let's just get started. I'm going to put on some eyebrows so I don't look surprising. So I will be back in a jiffy. My brows look atrocious. So cool. So just a reminder, if you haven't seen my last video, I'll explain it real quick. So I'm taking this palette. This is the Too Faced Best Year Ever 2018 palette. And I've decided each month I want to do a look from this palette because when you get this, you also get a agenda. And in the agenda, each month it gives you a look based off kind of like what the season is about, you know? So for instance, last month, if you want to check the video out, I'll link it down below, but it was Sweetie Pie, which, you know, because Thanksgiving and you eat pie and stuff. So it gives you a look, and I'm going to try to create this look. The only thing is, because it's in a book and not a tutorial, it is not as detailed. So what we're going to do is we're going to do one eye where I do it exactly like what this book says. I've been doing makeup on myself for probably a good 6 or 7 years. I'm not like perfect at it. Obviously, as you can tell with my eyebrows, I'm not very good at makeup, but I know some things because I watch a lot of videos. We're gonna pretend like I know nothing. All I am doing is reading what's in this book and doing it to my face. And then the other eye, we're going to tweak it a little bit because I feel like with all tutorials, even if they are online and very detailed, I feel like sometimes you need to tweak them to make them fit your eye shape and your eye color and your way of doing makeup. That just works for you better. I feel like it wouldn't be represented wholly if I just did it in the way it told me. So we're gonna make it fair, and I'm gonna tweak it a little bit so you can see what this look is really about. So for December, I will read it to you. It's called Jingle Bells, and it says, "'Tis the season to be gorgeous. Gift yourself with a beautiful glow and toast to the good life. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year." So this is the look. It's very wintry, snow princess, if you will. Okay, so the first thing we are going to do is apply a base shade. This is the first step. It says, apply Snow Day as a base from lash to brow. Okay, so there is our base. The next thing we're gonna do is sweep I Want It All into the crease and blend upwards. I would just like to point out that I Want It All is a glitter shade. In my personal opinion, I don't love glitter shades in the crease, but you know, to each its own, and I'm sure Too Faced is just making sure it appeals to everyone, and there are no rules to makeup. So we'll see how this looks. I will try my hardest. Okay, it's actually not bad because I guess when I blended, all of the shimmer went away, so it's basically just looking like a matte shadow, which isn't bad, so I'm not mad. Okay, so the next step is we're going to place halo onto the lid. So I guess this is kind of gonna look like a cut crease, but we're not actually cutting the crease. So I'm not wetting the brush just because it doesn't say to do that, and it is not doing so hot. I mean, it's there, it's just not really there. I'm just gonna do this on the whole lid. Okay, well, I guess that's that. I don't know if you can really see that. It's just shimmer. The fallout is real, not gonna lie to you. And our last step on the eyes is we're going to take Jolly and we're going to kind of put it on the lash line and wing it out a little bit. I have no idea how to do this. I've never done winged eyeliner with eyeshadow. I'm probably doing it wrong, not gonna lie. And I guess that's it. So really simple look, really only like 3 shades on the lid. So there she is. But like, it doesn't look bad, you know? It's just very simple. Let me wipe away this fallout because it's a mess. Okay, now we are going to tweak it for this eye. I don't know how I'm gonna do this because this is kind of a simple look and I don't want to change it too much. We're gonna give it a go. I think I'm gonna start off the same way and I'm gonna put a base down. So we're just gonna do Snow Day all over the lid like how it said. Okay, so I think I'm going to take a matte shade instead. We're gonna take Deck the Malls. Oh, okay. We're gonna take Deck the Malls, which is kind of like a cool town, almost purpley, mauvey brown. And we're going to put this into the crease. I think this will match up nicely to I Want It All without the shimmer. And I think it'll also just be easier to blend out. Let's try this. This might be completely wrong. Yeah, I think this might turn out a little bit more cool tone, like a silvery grayish, which is fine. We can mix it and make it work. So that turned out to be a little bit more gray than brown, so I'm gonna actually mix this a little bit and warm it up a tiny bit with spiked cider. We're just gonna lightly add some more brown to it. Okay, so that's kind of what I got so far. It was a lot easier to blend out, and it's not exactly the right shade, but it's getting there. We're gonna work with what we got. So there's that. We're gonna actually cut the crease. So I'm gonna grab my concealer just to put it out there. Like I said, not the best at the makeup thing. So I am not very good at cutting my crease, but practice makes perfect. So we're gonna try this together and see what happens, okay? So we're gonna dip into our concealer and just kind of start laying it down. I hope that you cannot see a thing that I am doing. Yikes. That's not bad. I mean, it's not great, but not bad. Okay, we're gonna stop there. You can see that. Okay, we're going to wet our brush. We're gonna take Halo once again. We're gonna focus this on the front part. And we're actually going to take I Want It All, and we're gonna put that on the back half, because why not, you know? That's kind of pretty. Okay, and now instead of doing the liner there, we're gonna use Jolly and we're gonna kind of darken this whole thing. I'm very scared because I never use blacks, but here we go. This shade does not want to blend. Okay, I think that's about as good as it's gonna get, just because I don't really like that shade. It doesn't really do much for me, but that's what that looks like. I'm going to do the rest of my makeup real quick and then I'll get back to you. Really quick, one thing I like to do on my makeup that I think really rounds my eyes out and makes them look a little bit better is I like to do the transition color that I used and do it just under my eye a little bit. So we're going to use the shade, I think we're going to just do Spiked Cider. If I want to darken it up, I might use Deck the Malls. We're going to start with Spiked Cider and we're just going to pull it under all the way, and we're going to smoke it out with my finger is what I normally do. We're actually going to take Jolly, just a tiny little bit, and we're just going to very closely focus this on the lash line and only do that about halfway. And I don't know, it just kind of brings the look together, I feel, rather than just like having a top look and nothing on the bottom. I don't know. I'm gonna do line. Not the greatest, but it'll do. So I don't think I'm gonna do lashes, or I'm just gonna do mascara, because like what? No. Okay, and then last but not least, to finish this off, and this is one of the steps that is in the book, is we're going to apply Will You Marry Me to the cheeks and blend upwards, which is the blush color. And then it says highlight with #blessed, which is their highlighter in here. And it says to do that like nose, cheekbones, cupid bow. And that's that. So, my thoughts. I actually don't hate this eye at all. I think it's really pretty, actually. I feel like they're kind of like sisters. So like this is the sister that is like stays home and studies, and this is the one that like goes out and parties, you know, like just a little bit more glam. Like this is just kind of like chill, you know? So like I'm kind of impressed. I definitely think that this is one that I would personally wear more, But who knows, maybe I should start playing around with like smoking out and doing eyeliner with eyeshadow. That might be my new thing because it looks like really nice. I really appreciate that Too Faced does these things where they give you little examples of what you can do with their palettes. I've never really seen any other brand do that I can think of. I mean, I'm sure that they do, but I think it's cool that they do them. I think some of them are kind of crazy, but like I said, I would never really do eyeliner with eyeshadow, and I think it looks really cool and I might have to try it more, so it's like a good way to learn things. But I also think it's a cool way to play around with it and see how you can change it to make it like something you would wear more often. Be happy with the result. I think that this eye pops a little bit more, but like both are very pretty. So yes, I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas and I hope you have a happy new year, and I can't wait to see you guys in 2019. Bye!